Hey you guys, good morning. So today we're talking about the Arab spirit guides within espiritismo, or in Spanish, they're called los espíritus árabes. And usually they're often overlooked. In many espiritista traditions, these guides offer us ancient wisdom, protection, and healing. So let's explore who they are, their role within espiritismo, and how to honor their presence. And I have to give my disclaimer. You might not have an Arab spirit guide, and that's okay. But for the ones that do, I want you guys to be able to have like a all-encompassing overview of this beautiful commission, okay? So in espiritismo, spirit guides come from diverse cultural backgrounds, reflecting the rich history of humanity. And among them, the Arab spirit guides hold a very unique place. They are very well known for their deep knowledge of mysticism, healing, and spiritual law, and these guides are usually associated with ancient desert landscapes, sacred texts, and profound esoteric teachings. They bring with them the essence of the Middle East's rich spiritual traditions, and it blends seamlessly into the espiritismo practice of working with enlightened spirits. So they have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. Usually they are very old souls, so they have reincarnated many times. They've spent a lot of time on the other side, and they've also incarnated on Earth, most of them, many times. So let's talk about how they manifest within espiritismo. So an Arab spirit guide might come through during misas espirituales, spiritual gatherings, or in quiet moments of meditation. They might come to you in a dream, or if you get a spiritual court reading, they might show up then. But they often present themselves wearing traditional Middle Eastern attire, such as flowing robes or turbans, and they may offer guidance in Arabic, Spanish, or even just symbols and imagery. That is something that I've noticed with and this is not the case for everyone, okay? But I have noticed in my situation with my spirits that don't speak English or Spanish like I do, they communicate a lot through like imagery, feelings, symbolism, colors, music. Because if I'm listening to like an Arab song, I can go on Translate and translate that song. You know what I mean? And it might just be a song that my friend was playing in the car because she loves Middle Eastern music. Yeah, and then I look up the translation and boom, that's what my Arab spirit guide was trying to tell me. So you might sense their presence through the scent of oud or sandalwood, or through dreams filled with desert imagery, ancient cities, or sacred symbols like the crescent moon and star. You might also be drawn to learning about Islam or learning about the Quran or other Middle Eastern faiths. You will have like this sudden interest in all of that if they're very, very close to you in that moment. So let's talk about the role of Arab spirit guides. These guides are often called upon for their knowledge of spiritual protection, healing, and the occult. And in espiritismo, Arab spirits are seen as master healers and protectors, and they offer remedies for spiritual ailments, and they also help to shield practitioners from negative energies. They also serve as teachers, and they give us ancient knowledge on magic, divination, and the unseen realms. And their guidance is often sought after for a complex spiritual work, especially when deeper wisdom or protection is needed. So the best way I know how to describe it is they are high magic, I guess you could say. This is, in my opinion, okay, you can disagree with this if you want to, if you're also an espiritista. In my opinion, a lot of the Arab spirit guides, whether they're male or female, they are not going to be an everyday spirit guide. They are not going to be a spirit guide that you might petition for something frivolous or small. And if it is frivolous or small, they like it when it's something that you have tried all your other options. Because number one, they enjoy you learning throughout the process, and that wisdom that, if you keep trying and trying for something, even if you don't succeed right away, you're still going to learn in the process. So they like that part. But they're so high level that they don't really dabble with like everyday not low level stuff, but you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? Like some of the other spirit guides, they come around all the time. Like my Gitana, she's here all the time, hanging out with me, watching over me, helping me with my stuff. I can ask her for something big or something small. It doesn't matter. She's there, right? Arabs, not so much. That's just what I've learned. And in my thought process, it's also because they are so enlightened and they're doing a lot of work on the other side, if that makes sense, in the higher realms. Just my opinion. Okay? So let's talk about honoring and working with Arab spirit guides. So to honor Arab spirit guides within your espiritismo practice, you can create a space on your boveda filled with elements they resonate with. I always suggest when you are starting out with a new spirit guide, or one that is new to you, rather, start small. So you can get one of those, like really nice incense burners, and they love incense, like frankincense, myrrh, and oud, and just offer that. You can also offer them dates, figs, and honey. They're very traditional and well received. You can also place symbols like the hand of Fatima, known as the Hamsa, or intricate geometric patterns on your altar that represents a lot of esoteric elements to them. Prayers, whether they are spoken from the Quran or your heart, as long as they are spoken with respect and sincerity, they are going to strengthen your bond with these very wise guides. I think that the Quran is a beautiful text. To me, it is just as beautiful as the Bible. It has a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of good proverbs. I know some espiritistas put the Quran on their altar. It just depends on your own spiritual court. That is something, if you're not experienced, I would get a spiritual court reading for, just because if you have a lot of other spirit guides of other faiths, in particular I'm talking about ancestors, there might be a little bit of a clash. Okay, we have to remember these ancestors and these spirit guides are learning with us. Okay, and we have to educate them on, this is a sacred text, just like the Bible is, and I'm going to put it on my boveda for my Arab spirit guide. Because whether we want to admit it or not, there's been a lot of prejudice in the past, and some of you might still have more prejudiced ancestors. So you want to make sure that there's not going to be any conflict. Okay, it's very important to keep the boveda peaceful, to keep your spirit guides and your ancestors all happy. That's why I like having a big table for a boveda, because it makes it so that everybody has their own little space, their own little area. They don't have their own altar, okay? But imagine it like a little square, okay? You might have a statue or a doll of them that was prepared, and their candle and their glass of water, if you don't have it arranged in the typical arrangement. Some people are different. Some guides, they want their glass of water right there next to their statue. Others, they want it in the typical espiritismo arrangement of glasses. It just depends. But everybody should have their own little space, okay? And you'll know, like, some of your spirit guides might get along better than others. I've seen many Gitanas, for some reason, I think it's just the femininity aspect, but a lot of them do get along with Lama Dama spirit guides. They may not have ever met in life, but they can still make friends on the other side, you know, especially if they have something that they both want to help you with. They're going to work together. So that was a little bit of a tangent, but I think all that's important to say, because I never want you guys to, you know, cause chaos in your life. because we're still dealing with spirits at the end of the day, and we have to know what we're doing. Okay? Let's talk about the importance of Arab spirit guides within espiritismo. So the Arab spirit guides remind us of the interconnectedness of spiritual traditions across time and space. They also bring us ancient mysticism into modern spiritual work, offering a bridge between worlds, cultures, and generations. And in espiritismo, working with these guides is not about just seeking knowledge. It's about embodying wisdom, humility, and a deep respect for the unseen. And they embody that very well. So, thank you for joining me as we explore the world of Arab spirit guides within espiritismo. If you feel called to work with these guides, or you know that you have them, approach them with a lot of respect, and they will reveal their wisdom in time. They're not always the most outgoing spirit guides. Usually they're kind of quiet. But once you get to know them, they're very loving. I love Middle Eastern people. When I was in college, a lot of my best friends were Middle Eastern and Muslim. And I can honestly tell you guys, living or dead, a lot of the Middle Eastern people are just the most warm-hearted, most giving, kind, considerate, respectful, peaceful, patient people you will ever meet in your life. So these are a beautiful set of guides to work with. And they will bring a lot of peace and wisdom to your life if you have them walking with you. Okay? Until next time, I love y'all. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy your path. If you would like to book a spiritual court reading or a general reading with me, you can click the link in my description or visit sirensnectar.com. And I will talk to you next time, okay? Thank you. Bye.